Hello, thank you for taking a moment to watch this video. And on this particular training, we're going to be talking about how you can take contact information that right now you're only receiving in your email address and get that into PhoneBurner. So you might have a contact form on your website. Like you see here, I've got a sample contact form on a website here. I've got the contact information filled out here. If I hit send message, this information would be emailed to me. So you may have some sort of a contact form that works that way. Or you've got a lead vendor that sends all new leads to your email and they don't have any sort of integration option. They are not able to directly send those leads into PhoneBurner. Not a problem. You can work with this information, but you need to take advantage of Zapier. And so what we're going to do on this training is we're going to talk about how you can create a Zap in Zapier that will capture that contact information from an email so that we can post that to your PhoneBurner account. So let's go ahead and create a new Zap. And for our trigger event, we're going to use what's called a mail parser. We're not going to use like our Gmail or anything like that. We're going to use a mail parser. And Zapier actually has a mail parser. So we're going to use email parser by Zapier. And for trigger event, we're going to choose new email. Then go ahead and hit continue. Now, of course, if this is the first time you've ever had to parse an email, you're going to need to connect to a new account. Now, I've already connected to my Zapier email parser, so I'm going to use one that I've already connected to. But you'll just click on the connect new account and you'll authorize Zapier to connect to your Zapier email parser. I don't know exactly why there's some separate login, but you can actually just use your Zapier username and password credentials for that. So I'm going to go ahead and select that, and then I'm going to hit continue. Now the next step in setting up the trigger is connecting it to a mailbox. When you're using the Zapier mail parser, you create different mailboxes that you can then monitor to parse out the information. As you can see here, I've got several in here that I've set up over the years in testing this out. I'm not going to use one of my existing ones. We're going to go ahead and create a new one. So I'm going to click on this parser.zapier.com link. And I'm going to go ahead and log in. And here's the nice thing is you don't have to create a new username and password. You can actually log in with your Zapier account and authorize the two systems to talk to each other. So here you can see all those different mailboxes, but I'm going to create a new mailbox. That gives me an email address. And so this becomes the email address that I need to make sure that all of my form notifications are sent to. So I'm going to copy this address and I'm either going to send that to my lead provider so that anytime they generate a new lead for me, they send it to this address as opposed to my personal email address. Because of course, PhoneBurner can't pull data out of your personal email address. And so what I need to do is I need to update my website so that when somebody submits the form, that data is not sent to my personal email, it's sent to this custom mail parser email address. Now I've gone ahead and updated my website so that now any new forms that are filled out on this site will be sent to that address. So now I can go ahead and submit this information. That information has now been submitted. So let's click on our tab here. And you can see that this email parser, this mailbox within this email parser has already captured that email. Now I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this particular training, but make sure you plug into the next video where I'm going to talk to you about how you can start to parse the information out of this email so that we can start feeding it into PhoneBurner. Thanks again for watching and happy dialing.